Alright, hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be going back to Project Urgot, and I'm also going to be working on, get that? We're going to be getting back on Project Urgot, and I'm also going to be working on Red Card Katarina's concept. And yeah, let's jump right into it. Okay, so where we left off yesterday, we did quite a bit of new topology for his body. But today we're kind of just going to do a little bit more progress. The concept artist and Urpog decided to make a little bit of a different base here, so unfortunately this is not how it's going to be, and I'm going to have to go back and change that later on. I'm going to do that off stream so I don't bore you guys out. But for now, we're just going to continue doing the retopology process just a little bit more. And yeah, so here I'm just going in here and cleaning up some of the geometry that I've already done. I think these are duplicated because I deleted some layers in Maya that was hiding these. So I'm just getting rid of those. Also, let me pop up some music. Okay, there we go. Should be good now. So I'm gonna work on these pieces. So let me lower the music a little bit. Oh, where is it? There it is. Okay, perfect. Alright, let's turn on symmetry and get to quad draw. And let me pull it up on the concept just to make sure we are where we are, where we need to be. This part's probably going to give me a very tough time. Hello, Harvey. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, this is going to give me a hard time because the shape is so kind of wonky, I guess. Red card Katarina will be in the later half of the stream. There's echo on the stream? What kind of echo? Are you hearing me? Like me echoing or what? Your voice first, then your camera and voice after. Oh. I don't know what that means. There should be no echo. Let me check my OBS. Everything seems fine there. Should be no echo. You sure you don't have like two tabs of my stream open? Maybe it's on my end. Let me restart my headphones. Yeah, that might help. Okay, just retoppling this part. It is going to give me a hard time there. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. Alright. He's not quite ready for the UV process just yet. What I'm going to do is do some work off stream to kind of get him up to speed with the updated concepts. And then I'm also going to work on the gun. And then I'll get back to you guys with his UV process. It's not going to be for that long. Harpy said, okay, back, fixed it. It was on my end. Sorry. Good. I'm just going to show you guys like a little bit of his UV process later on. It's not going to be like too much because I'm afraid it's going to be, a bit boring for you guys. Even though it is educational. But I think you guys have a lot more fun when I do like texturing, and we're going to see later today, but the concept process as well. And that is the most fun part for me as well. The reason I'm working on Red Card Katarina's concept later is because I haven't had any concept artists saying that they want to work on it. So I was like, you know what? It's a simple skin. Doesn't seem that complex, and figured, I guess I'll just do a concept for it. But hopefully I get some artists that want to collab on her other stuff. This is a bit rough because I need to connect to this like piping or whatever. And then also fill up this gap. Hello. Welcome to the stream, Pararu. Once again, it's nice to have you here. Trying to connect this vertice. There we go. And let me just turn off his body here so I can see on the other side. Yeah, I can turn, no, I can't. Okay. So what I need to do is turn off live, separate, grab these high poly pieces, actually grab the parts that I don't want to hide, remove, okay, cool. Make it live and quadro. Bruh, this edge. More Urgot, yeah. Doing a bit more Urgot for today. It's not going to be for too long. I'll probably do it for like half of the stream. And then we'll go on to Katarina's concept. You guys will see that I also do concept art. I'm not just like a one skill kind of guy. And I think it'd be fun. Yay, red card. Yep. For now, just doing some topology for Urgot. He's not ready for UVs yet because there's still a little bit that I need to do some progress on. And the concept artist made some changes to his like base, wherever his body connects and like the legs also connect to. So I have to change that mesh. Unfortunately, but it's okay. Okay. So because this is the back side of the mesh that we don't really see, I'm not putting too much topology there. I'm just keeping it kind of very low poly. Yeah. You guys like project skins? Or what are your favorite, like what's your most favorite skin line in the game? Cafe Cuties or Crystal Rose? Pararu says. Yep, those are great skins. New ones though. I think Cafe Cuties is great, even though, you know, it's very like, you love pink, yeah. So you probably like the Soraka skin the most. Yeah, I think Cafe Cuties is great, even though it's like, kind of leads into the cutesiness. But I think it's nice to have like fun cutesy skins once in a while. I really like, which skins are in the Cafe Cutie batch? There's Annie with Tibbers. There is Vladimir, which I don't really care for because I hate Vladimir. There is Sivir, Soraka. I think I like Soraka the best because I like that they gave her like a longer skirt, even though it doesn't really move and have animations. I think it's really nice that they kind of gave her a little bit of a different silhouette. And I think Annie Kwan did a really good job with the textures and the model. I love pink. If I had to take a old skin line, it would be Sugar Rush. Yeah, I also love Sugar Rush. I thought it was really great when it first came out. I liked the Braum skin. I liked Evelyn. I thought they did a great job with Zillion as well. It's just his animations are very old and outdated. But I thought they looked great. And then Rai was decided not to do it ever again, just because it didn't sell very well, I guess. But I did really like those skins. I hope they bring it back. I think there's a lot you can do with like candy slash sweet kind of foods and treats aesthetic. There's a lot of champions that can work very well with that. Gwen was your favorite? Yeah, Gwen was good too. Actually, that was the one I was also thinking about. Personally, Gwen was my favorite. Urge to make Sugar Rush Lux. I take it you're like a Lux main. Candy aesthetics are amazing. Yeah, I agree. It's a fun idea. Like, there's a lot you can do with it. You said Cafe Cutie and what else? Crystal Rose. Yeah, Crystal Rose is great as well. I don't like the Wild Rift version because it's like literally a wedding skin line, which like just name it that. You don't need to name it the same name as Crystal Rose because it's kind of confusing and weird because they have like different aesthetics, kind of. But yeah, Crystal Rose is great as well. I like the PC version a lot. Others should have called it different because it's different aesthetic. Yep, I agree. We'll make official ports harder too. Yeah, you have to do a lot of retexturing to like get it to look consistent, the current version on PC. Also, Seraphine and Gwen mains want this skin so badly, but I don't think League would be allowed to ever port Crystal Rose. Yeah, I think they would have to pretty much make new skins. And that's not to say that the like wedding skin line is not welcome. I mean, I think it's cute, I guess. Cool new way of looking at some champions. But it's not Crystal Rose. I think people are okay with wedding skins. It's just the naming that's the problem. I ported Lux Crystal Rose without VFX because I didn't how to make them, and the difference is too strong. I think they could do it if they make their own bridal line. Yeah, I agree. Make a skin line and name it Eternal Vows and they can do it. Yeah, that's a great name. Great name. Okay, I think I have this piece sort of blocked out nicely, kind of. It's a little rough, but that's okay. So I think what I'll do is like kind of shape it up later on. As I said yesterday, like it's okay if things are a bit rough when you're retopologizing, because you can always go back and move around the vertices and get it in place. Want this to be up, I guess. I don't know why this is there. I'm gonna mirror this part over, make sure it looks good. Cool. And then I think what I'll do is also kind of trace out this indent. Just kind of goes like this. And it goes up and across. A little bit longer. It's not gonna let me put it there, so I'm gonna stop it there. And then make it go up and then across and a little bit further. Okay. And then it has like this upward indent. Like that. I think that's good enough. And we're going to indent. So edit mesh, extrude. I'm going to use offset just a little bit and then lower the thickness. Offset because I want like a little bit of a beveled edge. So when we're looking down, we actually kind of see that. If it's not offset, you won't really see it. But like when you turn it slightly, you will. So I want to make sure it's visible from that top view as well. Cool. And then let's see, what else should I work on here? The arm is a bit of a mess right now. This part I kind of finished up, but it's a bit rough because I need to bridge these gaps. So let's try this, I guess. Just connect those vertices. And I'm gonna put up a vertex here. And back on, I guess, the question that I asked about favorite skin lines. My personal favorite skin line is probably, it was Star Guardian for a long time, but it's getting a little bit boring now. I think probably my favorite one is Space Groove, I guess. Because that was, like, when that first skin line first came out, I was like really excited that they were going for like this 80s or 70s, 60s, whatever type of disco feel, which I think is really fun and creative. And it felt like that was really missing from League's kind of skin lines in general and aesthetics. So that was really fun. OMG, yes, Space Groove is so cute. Yeah, exactly. Trying to create like a... guess I can bridge that. What is this edge? I think it's okay if I merge that upwards. I'm not doing it symmetrically, but I will mirror it over. Let's see. Most important part for this piece is that I want to show this L-shaped armor piece. So I don't think the stuff in between really matters. I can always patch it up later. Take a sip of water. Okay. What is going on here? This corner. Okay. I mean, it's fine. I don't want to worry about that right now. Let's see. We are changing that base, so I don't really want to work on it just yet. Okay. We're almost at the 30-minute mark of the stream. Once we get there, I'm going to switch over to the red card Katarina concept. I like this hyperpunkish vibe on Urgot. Thank you. And you also said, I think the naked wad you gave me last night broke because the VFX are white blocks. That shouldn't be the case. I did see your Discord message. Could be your CSL settings. Something about ignore faulty wads needs to be toggled. Could be that, I think. He's giving Atom Smasher. I actually don't know what that is, but I believe it. Let's extrude this piece and connect these vertices. I'm just worried about one side of the model right now. This part as well. And let's see. It's going to be a little bit tough to cover up. Let's try getting this vertex here. Okay. Alright, we are almost at that 30-minute mark. So I'm going to go ahead and save this. And let's switch it over. Bye-bye, Urgot. Until next time. And let's work on this Katarina concept. So I actually did some work on this a while ago. And I just want to show you guys what she looks like, but also there's some changes that I want to make. So let's go ahead and work on those changes. The daggers I don't like because they kind of weird. I want to make it sporty with like hard edges and stuff to make it look like a fancy sports car in a way, I guess. Because I think that would work. That would work best for the daggers instead of doing something goofy. But what I'm gonna do is actually shorten the shorts a bit because that was requested, and I feel like it's a good call. Let me switch over my reference to my Katarina sheet. So this is how it looks currently in game. It's very basic, I guess, and it's pretty much just like a bodysuit. There's not really any breakup of the silhouette with the shape. It's just kind of boring. And if we look at the Akali rework, it kind of made her a lot more interesting, more actually sporty, and dressed up for the occasion. Whereas Katarina is just like skimpy. So, kind of want to keep similar vibes since it's unique on its own, but at the same time, I want to update it and help modernize the skin with the ASU that I'm working on for her. So we're just shortening the shorts just a bit, and then I'm gonna add this white trim. I do want to make that just a bit thicker. Let me also skip this song because I'm not a fan of Pentakill, sorry. Kind of cleaning up some of these lines. And later on, I will be using this concept to make the 3D model from. So kind of like what they did with Ari, they really updated her skins in general so that she could feel more modern and up to speed with some of like the recent aesthetics of League. I want to do the same for Katarina. Maybe we're not changing the skin too much, but at the same time kind of adding little bits here and there to keep it fresh. Okay. And also wanted longer socks. Get rid of that. Which layer did I draw that on? That. Okay, now get rid of this portion. This upper half. Okay. Why isn't it drawing? That is the layer. Oh, I think it's the lasso. That's why. Yep. Alright, and I wanted her socks to be like knee high. Or a little bit past the knee. Just because that was kind of present in the current version. Why not for the sport look give her low-waisted shorts and panty springs on the side? What are panty springs? Is that like showing the little thong strap? Like we saw in her concept by Minigami? Yes? No, I don't want to do that. I think it's too skimpy. I don't want it to be like over the top skimpy. I discovered I'm not really a fan of showing the thong. It just looks cheesy and tacky. But I appreciate the suggestion. So I think the higher sock kind of works. Like it's trying too hard. Yeah, I think that's the issue. I have some references here. I wanted to give like a little bit of a softer pink color to kind of counterbalance that red. I think those gaps are too big. I'm gonna bring this down just a little bit because I want the top part of the sock to really be a lot thicker. Okay. Just adding some edge here, definition. If you guys have any suggestions, feel free to leave them. Leave them in the comments. I'm just like roughly figuring out what I want to see for this skin, but obviously I don't have all the answers, so I think it's very helpful if you guys give feedback, because it helps me see things that I might not see. Of course, this skin is intended to appeal to every single Katarina player, or at least most of you guys, and it's not just for me. Thought maybe some knee protectors over their socks, but I don't know if that's too much. That is a good call, because I think it would add a lot more interest to her silhouette. I might think about it. So I want her top here, I want to make it a little bit thicker, kind of like it is for Battle Academia. I want it to like scrunch up at the edge here. Like there's more of it that could be extended, but it's been like pulled up, like the sleeve is pulled up. Just to kind of give some interest to her silhouette. I think that's really important for Katarina, because most of her skins are just like skin tight silhouette. And I think for this one we can go a little bit more like comfy Katarina. Okay. OMG, right? Battle Academia Katarina fit is so good. Yeah, exactly. Looks like I'm missing part of the skin here that needs to be painted. Okay. I want this hoodie to feel like it's sitting on her pretty loosely. Maybe it's like, because it's open and then at the same time she has the sleeves rolled up, so there would be a lot of like compressing that it would do. Just looking at some of the references here. Wanted to go for something like this, but I felt like it was too much color. Like I might take away from the whole red card idea. So I want to keep it pretty close to that, because that's what the skin's named. I'm gonna change this color to a pink. And adjust the levels because it's getting too dark. And also desaturate, maybe. Shift it a bit more. I think that's okay for now. I can just paint over what I don't think looks good. Going to the shadows, I'm shifting my hue to a cooler tone, just as I would do for texturing. Okay. And I gave her a whistle because I think that was in her classic splash. But for some reason they like reworked her skin and then it didn't have this anymore. But the whole idea behind red card is like they're the shot callers. Not really shot callers, but like the people who say, oh, this play was wrong, I think, or something like that. I don't know enough about this sport, but she kind of calls them out and says, no, this is wrong. I think that's how it goes. I noticed on the Crystal Rose Nico you made the texture so smooth. Thank you. I don't know if that's meant as a compliment or not. I mean, it's an older, one of my older works. Not really old, but like, could be improved upon if I did it again today. So I don't really look, I don't look back too positively on my older skins. That is a compliment, it's so pretty. Oh, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Alright, and let's grab sort of a lighter, much softer pink tone. Because again, like I'm going for a bit of a cozy, comforting type of look. I think most of Katarina's skins are very, I guess, bad bitch vibes. They're aggressive and kind of give off the idea that she's dangerous. which is true, but at the same time, I think it's nice once in a while to give her a skin that's kind of cozy and comforting. And I think this skin is a great opportunity to do that. And it, I guess, kind of subverts the expectation you have for it as well, because you'd expect for like a sporty skin, Katarina would be those same vibes that she always has. I'm not sure what type of sport she would be in, but I'm kind of switching that up and doing something else. Because I mean, this was the idea Riot came up with, so they focus on making her a dangerous baddie, they don't try the gentle baddie. Exactly. I'm just adding that same pink color to brighten up here. And so that was my sort of intention behind remaking this. Also, yeah, I didn't have any concept artists who signed up to work on this one. And I feel like it was easy enough that I could work on it myself. Ah, great. Photoshop does this thing where if you use the zoom hotkey too many times, it will actually stop working, and then you have to close the program again to make it work. It's really dumb. I don't know why that happens. Oops. Pull up my Photoshop file again. So I just have to be careful not to use that, and instead use the Control+ key. TBH Katarina would probably play baseball. She just seems like she would. I think that'd be a pretty funny idea. Imagine she's holding like 2 baseball bats. I think that's, but that leans into like, I guess, more the funny side of the skin instead of serious in a way. But that would be pretty funny if she had like 2 baseball bats. Alright, so shoes are not exactly my most favorite thing to paint, but let me try pulling up the reference here. I want to keep these black because I think it's a great contrast against her socks. Make sure I'm painting on the right layer. And let's make her laces also black, because I think that's how it is on the base skin. Let me take a look. They're actually kind of like a white, I guess. Let me see what that looks like. Both these on a background. I think it's too much noise there. So what I'll do instead is just make it black. I think that's the call. Even though it's not going to be seen very well. Okay, I don't want to copy the current version exactly. Less angular lines, I think, is better. And then something like that. I need to somehow shape up this flap. Usually I don't spend too much time working on shoes in the concept. just because it's like usually the least detailed aspect of the champion when you're looking from that top-down view. And there's a trim here that I need to get in, which I also want to make black. I don't know what this part of the shoe is called. Something like that. And then I wonder if I should do like a Noxus logo, maybe red card logo on our shoe. Let's try that. Zoom in with my plus key. Now I'm in concept mood, time to make random Lux design. I think this is going to be weird, but just want to see what it looks like. Might be too like on the nose. Okay. See how that looks. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. Noxus, the Adidas of Runeterra. Yeah, this is annoying. I'm just gonna keep it simple. I don't want to call too much attention to those shoes, because I think the focus should be on her upper body. So let's try working the daggers. Let me delete this layer. So for the daggers, I don't have a reference for what I'm going for, but I do want to go for something like Akali's, which is like nice and sharp, pretty basic, but at the same time kind of has a very sporty look to it, and it's believable. So maybe I'll try like, actually what I'm going to do is paint this in black, so like we're just painting a silhouette, and then I'll worry about everything in between. So I'm kind of going for a little bit of like her base dagger, but trying to keep it angular as well. If you think of like a sports car, like a Lamborghini, they have these very sharp lines. So I want to do the same thing here. Maybe I'll keep the handle like very simple, just like a Kali has. And then most of the emphasis will be on the actual blade. Let me get my eraser. So it'll just be like a straight up stick. Because her gloves are black, I might do these with the same paint color, just to make sure that handle really pops out. And I think I want to keep this part blocky. And then it does some angular shapes, maybe. Kali's blades are very straight on this skin, but I think that's also the case for most of her skin. Let me shake out my hand. We are coming up near the end of the stream here, in about 5 minutes. But I appreciate you guys for tuning in. We're just going to do a little bit more painting. I'll let you guys know when it's coming to the end. That was fast, yeah. It probably felt fast because we were working on two things at once, and it's kind of like 30 minutes for each. Shake out my hand again. So it might be too fast for one stream. I don't know. I'm just kind of testing things out, see what you guys like. Because I think doing two things at once is interesting. It's more entertaining to look at. But it could be too quick. That dagger I don't think is too bad. Let's see how it looks if I place it roughly where they would be. So for the dagger, I'm just thinking about the silhouette and not really caring about the type of materials it is. So that is a bit simple, which might be fine because it kind of matches up with a collie. But what I had before was more, angular. It's interesting. So I think I want to go for that direction instead of the simple blade. So let's try the handle. I have to keep kind of straight because her whole hand covers it. You like the first idea more? Yeah. I think it's more interesting. So I'm just kind of playing with the shapes here, going for those angular lines, and then her blade kind of comes out like that. Just trying to figure something out. This might be too bendy. The first one is kind of like straight. So I think maybe it is the details in between that matter. I think it's more interesting overall, and because we have the same color scheme, there is easier to imagine it being thrown in game and stuff. Yeah. I'm not liking these. Maybe what I'll do is go back to the original dagger I made, because I don't think it's bad, and you guys said you liked it, so maybe, because I don't like this little red bit here, I'm just going to get rid of it. And that should make it feel nicer. I could also try doing the inner part kind of dark, like a collie. Set this to darken. And then like the edge of the blade is white. Maybe that's more interesting. I don't think we have any Katarina daggers that look like this, so it could be fun. I do kind of like that. I like the contrast of that inner part being darker and then the edge much more sharp, and a white to contrast. I do think I like that contrast. Maybe those details in between aren't really necessary. Let me try like a triangle, maybe, like a triangle shape. Just on that edge there. Maybe, maybe not. A Collie's kind of has like two, like this. But I think this might be too sharp. Doesn't really feel, it looks more like Kenshin knives, I guess. So maybe not. maybe not. But yeah, just experimenting with some ideas. I think that's good. I might figure some more stuff out off stream. But I do like how there's different colors within her outfit, and then the daggers, like the outer part of her entire silhouette, is less attention calling, attention grabbing. So that is kind of nice. Might stick with that. We'll see. But yeah, we're about at the 1 hour mark here, guys. Thank you for tuning into the stream. As always, like, subscribe, share with your friends, whatever. And we'll be doing more stuff tomorrow. I'm not sure what yet, but I'll let you guys know on Twitter and, of course, on Discord as well. But that's it for today. Thank you for tuning in, and bye-bye. Until next time. Let's stop the stream. Where's the stop stream?